Dumfries, sir. Platform 1, better hurry.
Thank you.
Part of vicar in a lavatory at St. Pancras. Left his own suit behind. And what kind of a... I check all trains that left St. Pancras since 7 this morning. Everyone to be searched. Everyone!
Nothing to worry about, sir. Stay in it.
Slide down the riverbank. See if he's under the bridge. Right, Charlie.
Don't get out the carriage, madam, please.
Well, he's not down there. Well, he must still be aboard the train. Ah, but where?
There's another train due! Come on!
Hold back, you two! Hold back in the train!
We'll raise the alarm at the next station. Get a search party out.
evening.
My research is all in this notebook, Mr. Hannay. Mr. Hannay, if I have to disappear, may I find you in Sturt Allen?
And when you get him, mind, I want my hat back.
Keep your eyes open for him, sir. He's a dangerous character.
How will we recognize him?
Ah, well, he's disguised as a tramp, wearing a long black coat and an old hat.
Found.
This wood is private property!
What the hell's going on here? This is private property and you are trespassing.
I'm sorry. We're looking for a friend of ours.
There's some fool went in there a minute ago.
Well, we'll get him out for you.
Now, you'll do no such thing. I'm responsible.
What the devil do you think you're doing, man?
Lost my way.
Lost your way? You're on a private estate, damn it.
Oh, I'm extremely sorry. Did I startle the birds?
What birds? Only had a brace all day. Anyway, it's not my shoot, it's Hamilton's.
Running in like that, you might have been shot.
Yes, I suppose I might.
What are you doing?
Doing? It's a wager.
Wager?
Yes.
What sort of wager?
I have 500 guineas on it.
That's going up pretty strong.
What's it about?
Well, I have these two friends who bet me that given an hour's start, I couldn't reach Inverness before they caught me.
A manhunt?
Yes.
How marvellous.
Enormously exhilarating. Sleeping rough, changing clothes with a tramp to throw them off the scent. If you'll forgive the expression. However, not only do I smell to high heaven, I am extremely hungry.
Oh, David, you must come back for refreshments.
What? Oh, yes, of course. I'm Hamilton. This is Miss Mackenzie. Lord Rowan.
Royce! Dick Royce.
How do you do? Right, everybody, let's get back to cards. After 36 hours of living rough, I should think we need a bath and a shave.
That should throw them off the scent.
And a very civilized dinner.
Yes, Royce, I'll never look for you here. Stay to dinner.
Halibut whiskey. Listen, I read an article in the papers the other day. Correspondent.
How delicious. Thank you, Redford.
The country doesn't know what they want.
Excuse me. I wouldn't have recognized you. You even smell different.
You look breathtaking. Thank you. To the good fortune that sent me.
Come and meet some of the other guests.
I can't see any other guests.
At dinner, will you take Lady Nettleship in?
Who takes you in?
David, my fiancé.
Mr. Renfrew, I have to see the master at once.
Thornton was a damn good man. So was Harkness. No peacemongering with those two.
You believe these rumors about Germany having a hand in the murders?
Well, we shan't know that, shall we? Until this Hanny is caught. Murdering scoundrel.
Of course, they were right. You lost 200 guineas.
Stuart wants to work with you, sir. He says it is most urgent.
I'm sorry, will you excuse me a moment?
Indeed.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Royce? Will there be war?
Yes.
Murdered? That's what Constable Forbes says. Where? Near Duncan's Spinney. He says he'll want statements from anyone who was in the woods.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Sir?
And all because this Greek, what's his name? Karolides is addressing both houses.
Karolides? In London?
Yes.
When?
15th?
Imagine a foreigner addressing the House of Commons and the Lords.
What's wrong, David?
One of my keepers has been murdered up in the woods.
Oh, David.
The police will want statements from everyone who was at the shoot. I'm afraid I shall have to ask you, Mr. Royce, to stay until morning.
Yes, of course.
Superintendent Lowe, Mr. Walter.
Come in.
You wanted to see me, sir?
It seems you've been jumping to conclusions.
Hannay was involved. He is involved.
But only as an innocent bystander.
He's not in the clear yet.
Everything he told you about his life in Africa is confirmed here by irreproachable authority. Good God, man, he's been decorated twice for his services against the Boers.
And his years in the German colonies?
As a mining engineer and a copper prospector for a British firm based in Natal.
Very well, sir. You have your opinion.
His story about Scudder's notebook is true. The booking office clerk confirmed that. Now, the foreign agents will be out to murder him and get it back. We should issue a statement that Hannay is innocent, then he can come into safety and you can stop looking for him.
No, sir. If we stop looking for him, the enemy will have a clear field. We must find him before they do.
Constable Forbes to see you, sir.
I'm sorry to be bothering you so late, sir.
Ian, come on in.
You'll have heard already about poor Donald.
Aye, I have.
It's just possible, maybe even more than possible, that it's somehow connected with this man, Hannay.
Hannay? The fellow who escaped from the police in London.
They've established he left the express at Drumbriggs Viaduct, and he appears to be heading in this general direction. He's said to be a highly dangerous man, so we're just going the rounds and warning people. We've asked everybody to let us know if they see any strangers at all.
Is there any description?
I've no details yet, sir.
There is some...
If we see anyone we believe to be the murderer, we'll let you know immediately. You can be sure of that.
Aye, fine. Well, thanks, ma'am. Sir.
Will you have a dram before you go?
That's very kind, sir, but I'll be away to my bed. It's been a long day.
Right, well, thank you, Ian. Good night.
Good night.
Why? Why didn't you tell him about Royce?
Because the idea is ridiculous. He obviously isn't a criminal.
You're rather taken with him, aren't you?
I don't believe he's a murderer. The local Bobby was here, looking for Richard Hannay.
What did you tell him?
Nothing.
David?
He likes you, but he has a strong sense of duty.
Don't have much time then, do I? I'm not a murderer. I'm being pursued by a couple of Prussian agents who seem to think I can put a stop to their plans.
You mean they'd kill you?
They won't. I've hunted in Africa for 20 years. Quite at home in the open.
Can't I help? Hide you, perhaps?
No. By the 15th, the police will know I'm innocent. Maybe I'll see you in London.
I'm engaged to David. Take care.
Billy, Jamie, the Harry needs a push.
You there! Are you the Liberal spokesman?
Yes!
Then get in, man, you're half an hour late.
I thought you'd never make it. I couldn't possibly speak for an hour on my own.
Right! Push!
Friends, neighbours, and fellow Liberals, I should like on your behalf to welcome this evening the prospective Liberal candidate for our borough, Sir Harry Maclean. We are also gratified to have on this occasion a notable campaigner for the Liberal cause, Mr.
Rolls.
Mr. Rolls. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mr. Rolls from Peebles.
Mr. Chairman, Sir Harry Maclean, ladies and gentlemen. As I was being introduced just now, a question occurred to me. What is a Liberal? What does he believe? Now, can anyone enlighten me? You, sir, what do you believe?
I thought you were supposed to be the expert.
Well, I know what I believe, but do you? What about the Irish question? Foreign policy.
When are you going to stop asking questions and tell us something?
Very well. I will tell you. You're not awake. The country isn't awake. You don't think you've no idea if... You've no idea if those two men who just came in are fellow Liberals or agents of a foreign power. That's right. Look at them. Ask questions. Are they what they seem to be?
And are you what you seem to be, sir?
Yes. I'm a true Briton. And I believe that all men should be free and equal under God. Do they? Or are they imposters?
Steady on, old chap.
We must be on our guard at all times against those who would draw Europe into chaos and carnage.
Aye, that's the Tories for you.
That's right. And if you believe that, there's only one thing to do, isn't there?
What? Vote for Sir Harry?
Right. Vote for Sir Harry Maclean. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Sir Harry Maclean.
Great wee speech, but what the hell did it mean?
But you were due to speak for half an hour.
Stomach rump.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, please. I'm sure we are all most gratified to hear Mr. Rolls' fearless denunciation of the Tory party.
Hanny is trying to reach somewhere specific.
Here, and checked, he goes on there. Always in a northwesterly direction. Now he's here tonight, so he'll go on to there. Clanrith, is there an hotel there?
There's a hydro there. A health resort. Favoured by Scottish hypochondriacs.
We shall take rooms there.
caught up with you at last. You killed Donald.
What the hell are you talking about?
Donald!
Oh, no, not again.
Now let's see what you can do with a man who's prepared.
Try and keep your head up, Mr. Murchison.
Mr. Murchison's due for another treatment. Shall we complete the formalities later?
Certainly, sir.
Good afternoon. Can you understand what I'm saying? A gentle restorative.
Never underestimate an amateur. Your brain is clear now. You can see perfectly well. You can hear well enough. Slowly, sensation will return to your arms and body, and lastly to your legs. After dinner, you and I will talk. I want the real notebook.
Dougie. Hello, Jean.
Good evening, Mr. Hamilton.
Miss Mackenzie. Mr. Hamilton, delighted to see you.
Evening, Crombie. Good house tonight.
Excellent, sir. Every seat taken.
But remember, Hanny, I'm a patriot. I will do my duty, however distasteful.
I will have that real notebook,
or I shall kill you. Good. Time for a pink gin before the recital.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There's that same man.
What?
One of the Russians Mr. Hanny was trying to warn us about.
service. Bust. Why can't they make up their stupid minds?
Good evening, sir. What can I do for you? Oh, a foreign gentleman. A wee bite to eat, sir. A dram. Ah, that's the ticket. And what might be your pleasure, sir? The whiskey? A drop of brandy, perhaps? Ah, neat, sir. Water? Soda? Ah, large or small? Sorry, sir. Large. Very good, sir. Large brandy and soda. I'll be with you in a jiffy. Thank God for Braille.
I've been recognized.
Good evening. I wonder if you could help us.
We'd be delighted.
We're looking for our cousin. His name's Hannay. Would you know where he might be?
Hannay. I've heard that name somewhere.
Mr. Matchison?
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The recital, as you know, will begin in 15 minutes. First, I should like for me to say what activities of the British Red Cross.
What was that? Plenty of time for the swanny,
I'm so sorry.
Good heavens, we were just talking about you.
I'm awfully sorry. Campbell, look, this is entirely my fault. Will you see that this gentleman's clothes are cleaned and that he and his colleagues have dinner this evening at my
That won't be
expense?
necessary.
Nonsense, I insist.
David, our cousin is having one of his attacks. We must get him to his doctor.
May I help? No, you're a guest. Campbell, I'll borrow a couple of your chaps, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Hamilton.
Will you send the coats out to the car?
Certainly, sir.
Yes, sir. May I suggest you change out of those clothes as soon as possible?
Yes, of course. Tell me, who is that young gentleman? I should like to return his hospitality sometime.
Poor fellow. Did he say anything before he died?
What I think Scudder said. Well, it sounded like a host of us.
Doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
Host of us? Coast of us?
Most of us.
Toast of us, roast of us, it's impossible. The man was dying.
Ghost of us. You do understand, Hannay? I'd insist on coming with you. But with poor Donald's funeral today, I have to take all the servants to it.
No, you've done more than enough. Anyway, I don't have far to go now.
Aye, and they won't be looking for you in those clothes.
Why did he want you to go to Strathallan?
If I knew that.
Somewhere between leaving your rooms and reaching St. Pancras, Colonel Scudder must have got rid of the real notebook in a safe place.
Good thinking. But where and how?
I know what I'd do. Perfectly simple. I'd put it in a pillar box. The first I could find.
Post office.
Post office!
you sign there, Mr. Scudder?
Thank you.
I'll get David's car ready. Is it all in code?
Yes. Except for this one phrase. 39 steps, 11:45, Ariadne's thread.
Ariadne's thread.
That was one of the questions they asked me at their house. What did I know of the 39 steps?
Ariadne gave a thread to her lover so that he could escape from the labyrinth after slaying the monster.
Escape after a slaying. Carolides? At 11:45?
Richard, there's something wrong.
Of course. Wait here.
Downstairs.
Yes? Mr. Appleton, we've decoded the message from Berlin. British fleet, affirmative. Carolides, affirmative. Urgent to confirm requirements for Ariadne on 15th.
What was the last message from Scotland?
They're both on their way back, sir.
Then reply, the sleepers will proceed as planned. All right, Mr. Hannay, no need to hold your breath any longer.
Dankeschön.
How's the head?
It's fine. Just a graze. Here. Where are we?
Just south of Sheffield.
My train from London nearly missed the connection. Oh, by the way, I've brought you the announcement of your death.
Well, that should stop our friends looking for the notebook anyway.
Well, it doesn't give us much time to decipher it. Tomorrow, Carolides addresses both Houses of Parliament at 11:45.
11:45?
That's the time set for the assassination.
We're not amateurs, Mr. Hannay. Carolides will be guarded every moment. And we also have the best codebreaker at the War Office waiting for this notebook. Oh, if that meets with your approval, that is.
He only eats once a year, Sir Walter.
This is the first breakfast I've had in a week.
Come in. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning, sir.
Do you care for a cup of coffee?
No, thank you, sir.
We have the clothes you wanted, Mr. Hannay.
Thank you. How's Tillotson doing with the notebook?
It seems it was Scudder's own personal code, sir. But I understand that Tillerton's cracked the key to it half an hour ago.
And when shall we have the details?
He wants to see you, Mr. Hannay, and myself at the War Office at 11 o'clock.
But that'll leave us 45 minutes.
The meeting of the Imperial General Staff at 10:15. That usually takes about an hour.
Sir Walter, that meeting couldn't have anything to do with what Scudder called the safety of the British fleet.
Mr. Hannay, we owe a great debt to you for your courage and resourcefulness. But you must realize that there are still some matters that are classified as highly confidential.
Yes, I do understand that. And you must realize that I'm not exaggerating about these three Prussians. They are men of extraordinary courage and devotion.
Courage?
Yes, I know. But they are courageous. And dangerous.
We are taking as many...
Loomis! Lines of policemen won't safeguard Karolides. They're not going to rush up and throw a bomb. These men were chosen as sleepers because they can pass themselves off in any social situation as natives of this country, not so much by disguise as by outrageous bluff.
Is Mr. Hannay suggesting that we shouldn't guard Mr. Karolides?
No. I simply want to remind you both that Scudder's not so far been wrong about anything. And today, at 11:45, Karolides will be killed. That's the house where they held me prisoner.
Martins. Find out who lives there.
Superintendent, it's Edmund Appleton's house.
Oh, you got it wrong this time, Mr. Hannay. Edmund Appleton is a successful businessman and a friend of half the British cabinet. Edmund Appleton has shot grouse with King George.
Scudder did tell me one thing about the man we're looking for. He was standing beside Porton when he was assassinated.
So was Edmund Appleton.
Superintendent!
Yes?
Somebody's been trying to copy Sir Walter Bulliffen's signature.
Superintendent, I repeat, the man who took the minutes of this meeting was Sir Walter Bullivant.
I tell you he wasn't.
Damn it, he's a member of my club. I've known him for years.
He was an impostor, sir. Now, you must answer our questions.
Must? Are you insane, Superintendent?
You may judge that for yourself when Mr. Karolides is assassinated. Now, what was discussed at the meeting?
I warn you, your career is in grave danger.
So is Mr. Karolides, sir, and so is the British fleet. Gentlemen, would you please just answer 3 questions? Did Sir Walter sign anything?
No, he didn't.
Does the phrase the 39 steps signify anything to you?
Really, Mr. Henney, these games...
Ariadne's thread.
Ariadne? It's the name of a ship.
What ship?
German cruiser. She's lying off Gravesend. Asked permission to drop anchor there last night.
That's how they planned to escape.
I've been to Sir Walter Bulliffen's house, sir. The butler was trussed up in a cupboard. He said Sir Walter and Miss Mackenzie were both abducted.
Now, sir, will you answer our question?
You haven't a moment to lose. We were discussing the role of the Navy in the event of war with Germany. The bogus Sir Walter has the better dispositions of the entire fleet.
Well, Scudder unearthed an extraordinary amount of stuff, but, I remember once...
Tillotson, tell us what you found out. In 40 minutes, the Greek Prime Minister may be assassinated.
Yes, I know. Their timetable is quite remarkable. I mean, the sheer volume of background research these Prussians must have carried out is...
Tillotson! Do you know how they're going to carry out the assassination?
Well, Scudder only refers to it as the 39 steps.
But what does it mean?
I don't know.
It isn't in the book.
No?
Do you know how they're going to reach the Ariadne?
No.
Well, this had better be good news.
I don't know what it is. It doesn't make sense, sir.
Well?
Well, after Sir Walter was abducted from his home, he went to his office for 20 minutes before going to that meeting.
The man at the Imperial Staff meeting may not have been the real Sir Walter, but the man who came here most certainly was.
Tell me, what exactly did he do while he was here?
He read the urgent mail I put in front of him. He signed 2 memoranda I drafted. He took a telephone call from his tailor. He signed a Ministry of Works permit, and then he went off to his meeting.
He signed 3 papers. Let me see those signatures, quickly. Please. Gentlemen, please. We would ask you to take your seats in the House within 10 minutes. Mr. Karolides?
Yes?
You will be escorted into the chamber within 15 minutes, sir.
Thank you.
I assure you the signatures are quite genuine.
Why would he risk coming here? It doesn't make any sense. Because there's something here that's vitally important to their plans. Scudder's let us down. He didn't have the answer.
I don't suppose you know what the 39 steps are, do you?
Anyone with any knowledge of the Palace of Westminster would know that.
What?
Well, it's common knowledge. The run of steps to the various levels of Big Ben were all built in multiples of 13. There was quite an outcry at the time.
But what are the 39?
Well, 39 steps lead you from Lauderdale door to the belfry of Big Ben itself.
Big Ben?
Appleton signed a permit for routine work to be carried out on the clock.
Scudder.
They must be up there.
Right, break it down.
We have Sir Walter Bullivant and Miss Mackenzie. Do you hear?
We hear.
And send someone in we can talk to. He's to come alone and unarmed.
He's ready?
Hanny?
Yes. One step ahead of you both, as usual. You're really not very bright, are you?
Listen carefully. We have Sir Walter and the girl.
There are passports. If we reach Bremen safely, they will be released, unharmed. Is that clear?
Bremen? He won't even get as far as the Ariadne.
Annie, there is one thing that you cannot know. If anything happens to us and we don't reach our rendezvous, they will both be killed.
By Appleton. Go back down, honey. And if you really value their 2 lives, ask Mr. Lomas to call off his men.
No interruptions. We've got 4 minutes left. They have some kind of device up there. They must be synchronized to trigger off an explosion in Parliament when the minute hand reaches 11:45.
So?
It mustn't reach 11:45.
How the hell do you think you're going to stop it?
Stop the hand. Rifle.
Honey, you're not going to...
There's no alternative.
But they may be able to set that thing off by hand anyway.
That's your problem.
Load your rifle. And you. Scott, you take over here. The rest of you, stand by with me. Shoot that lock off. Try and look after the wounded. And tell Scott to stand by to bring Hannah in as soon as I put this thing out of action. Give me a hand.
Don't be bloody stupid!
Here, get a launch.
Tie that end to the post.
Right.
Tying a rope to you. Put your foot through the loop. Little to the left. That's it.
And there's a police launch down by the pier. Look out!
After you, Mr. Appleton.